Now, how in the world do you select a mortgage lender that is right for you? And I'm going to give you some things to think through. So, I'm with Guild Mortgage. I'm located in Texas and I'm licensed in Texas. Technically, lenders can be licensed in many states. I like to be a master at my craft. So, I've lived in Texas my whole life. I currently live in Texas, and this is where I do residential home loans. I like to understand the ins and outs of taxes, which, by the way, if you're moving to Texas, taxes are going to be a hardship for you because we do have higher taxes. I like to understand the ins and outs of insurance here. I like to have contractors and appraisers that are local, and that's important to me. So I'm licensed here in Texas, and I can do any home loans in the great state, conventional, USDA, VA, FHA, pretty much any residential home loans, including some non-QM loans like bank statement loans, I-10 loans, the gamut. So if you're curious what I cover, just message me. But I am a lender here. And so you'll hear interchangeable terms like mortgage banker, lender, loan officer, mortgage broker. And let me give you some history behind those terms. So if you're working with somebody in a bank, let's say Chase Bank, US Bank, whatever it is, those loan officers there are going to work on a gamut of loans. So they do personal loans, car loans, home loans, the mix. They work within a bank. Generally, they are salaried. They work bank hours. You're not going to have access to them on the weekends. And guess when you go under contract on a home and look at homes is on the weekend. A mortgage broker always sounds appealing to clients because we all know, just like an insurance broker, they can go out and shop different rates for you across a gamut of lenders. Now, the problem is let's say you select some conventional program with a really good interest rate from a specific lender that broker got for you. Well, once you go under contract on a home, they are going to be sending out your loan to that lender to complete. So you don't have access to that person. The broker is the middleman, and that can cause delays because who knows at that company who's getting your loan, and what that process is going to look like. Here at Guild Mortgage, gosh, we've been around for 60 years. We have programs galore. Truly, there's so much we can dive into for every single client. But what I love and why I chose to work here is everything is in-house. So you work with me on the front end, you work with my team. Once you go under contract, my processors sit within the walls of my office. Currently, we have 4 in 2024 that process our loans. They are all amazing. They've been in the mortgage industry for 20 plus years, and they're local to me. And so when we run into hardships or we need to work through things quickly for you, they are right there. We are face to face, belly to belly, and we can work through those for you. Also, underwriting. Our underwriting team is in-house as well. Not only do we have underwriting resources within the walls of our office, but underwriting does not leave Guild Mortgage. So we are always the ones touching your loan and closing your loan and making sure that closing date you said on your contract gets done. Last but not least, we also self-service about 70% of our conventional loans, if not more. That number is always growing. That is a big deal to especially buyers who have been in a home before, and you understand that once you close on a mortgage, your mortgage can be sold a million times in the market, and you get kind of confused on who you're paying. One month, maybe New Res has your mortgage. The next month, maybe it's PennyMac. Hopefully it doesn't happen that often, but you get the picture. So we do service about 70% of our conventional loans, which is really nice because Guild Mortgage is taking care of you from the start to the finish and hopefully continuing on through future purchases as well. So these are some of the things I would think through when you're selecting a lender. The other things I will point out is we're not a broker, but we do price match. So when I am going to select a rate for you, hands in hand with you, because I believe you're in the driver's seat of your home loan, I do look at pricing across about 15 different investors. And whatever their pricing is, I can grab for you that day and talk with you about the ins and outs of doing that. But regardless of us using their pricing, meaning their interest rate and the cost for that rate, we still are going to in-house process and underwrite your loan. So it's pretty much the best of both worlds. And like I said before, we have so many programs. We have first-time home buyer programs. We have programs for repeat buyers. We have 0% down options. We have everything for you. I promise you, we have a loan product for you, something that will intrigue you and be perfect to build financial wealth for you and your family when it comes to home ownership. And we truly cannot wait to help you. So if you feel like we might be a fit for you, please get in touch with us. We'd love to share more with you and get going.